top of the morning, and welcome to a brand new day. It is Thursday. G with me in the studio this morning, wearing blue again. What's going on with the whole blue thing?
Everybody
there, buddy?
see blue, so I was like, all right. My color is black, but maybe it's because I'm so. Well, am I allowed to say the word white?
Please don't. Please don't say the word white.
Okay, I'm Caucasian.
All right, that's all right.
And therefore, there's no sun, so I can't get any color.
Rain showers continuing today, changing to snow in the afternoon. You just got back from where? Miami?
Miami, yeah.
Dude, I got to tell you, man, the rest of Vermont is, and beyond, actually, is so impressed with your yacht. I mean, that is...
You love that, right? I don't
Why-
like to brag about that,
I
though.
understand. But why didn't you tell me this years ago?
Because people always say, can I come on? Can I come on? I don't want them on.
I understand that. That's
You know
a
what
good
I'm
point.
saying?
I do.
The only one on the yacht that I want is Jed, myself, the and the crew. That's it.
Yeah. So, listen, we've been friends for a long time.
Yes.
Is it possible?
No.
Really?
No.
Wow.
No. I'll let Shirley come on, but no.
I would. I would love to just for a couple of
I
hours.
can have you in the motorcraft next door. You know, the one that we use to get back to the island.
the dinghy.
Well, it's more than a dinghy, but yeah,
All right.
I could do that.
I mean, that was.
And you're not staying in the condo. Oh, hell no.
Listen, buddy.
It does sleep 9 though. So
Going crazy up here in Vermont, man. I need a little Miami.
I know.
That would be
I know.
nice.
It was. Let me tell you, it was the best week just
I'm
to get
sure.
away.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, and then I came back and it was literally fucking snowing. I was
Yeah.
like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Why are we not snowbirding for the entire winter?
And that is going to be a conversation that you and I are going to have two ways. One, off the air.
Yes.
And then on the air.
Right.
Okay? That's coming. Speaking of on the air, I'm so excited. We've got two drivers that are going to be with me. Stephen Donahue on April 9th. Taylor Hoare is going to be sitting down here in the studio on the 26th, and I'm just thrilled. I'm so excited. Birthdays today. Before I get into the details on the weather, Lawrence Seiler is on the list today at 52. Lizzie Liz, Ashley Lynn, Courtney McAllister, Stephanie Dow, Peggy Greenslit Williamson, Ed Coburn. Let's see. Just looking. Mike Bilodeau. Is it the 6th already?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's the 6th.
Patty Anderson, happy birthday to you. Amanda Daniels and Patrick LaFazzo. I hope I'm not butchering any of these names. Joan Cahill Blondin. There's an easy one. Ashley Roberts, still the 6th here. Wow. That's a long birthday list. Happy birthday, everybody.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
So here we go. The details this morning on the weather, and I'm no meteorologist. You know that. I know that. I'm not sure that everyone else knows that. They probably think I am a meteorologist.
I also think Ben Frechette is not a meteorologist because he's always wrong.
Is he?
Always. He'll be like, it's at the point now that I'm waiting for him to say it might snow, it might rain, or it could be sunny today.
All right. Here's what I have. Okay?
What do you
And
have?
I'm speaking into the microphone of what I'm seeing online.
So you're reading verbatim.
I am.
Okay.
I am not creating this forecast in
Okay.
my mind.
All right.
I am repeating what others, professionals,
Okay.
are saying. We have a few leftover rain showers likely this morning.
Right.
You with me so far?
So far.
This afternoon turns mostly dry with lots of clouds, highs reaching into the upper 40s. Then a round of snow showers and perhaps some embedded squalls.
Perhaps.
Likely Thursday evening and Thursday night. So just be aware of that. If you got travel plans on the way home, 5 o'clock-ish, just be careful. There could be a little squall kicking up. Let's see. Temperatures going to be going down into the teens and 20s. Roads may quickly turn icy and snow covered. Just be careful.
So, in other words, Vermont in the winter.
Thank you.
Okay.
A few snow showers likely on Friday, especially in the mountains. Otherwise, a mix of sun and clouds. It's going to be colder and windy with highs in the mid-30s. Westerly winds ripping around 40 to 50 miles per hour. I put in the ripping. That wasn't in there.
I see that.
Yeah,
That was impressive, actually.
ripping.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't write that. I did.
This is no longer verbatim.
Most of it.
Okay.
I'm improvising a little bit. This weekend looks mostly dry. Only a few flurries possible. Highs in the upper 20s on Saturday. A mainly cloudy day. And then a few more breaks of sun or more likely on Sunday with highs in the mid-30s. There you go.
There you have it.
So, rising river levels,
Oh, jeez.
mild temperatures, and wind all play a part in the breakup of the rivers. They're watching, when I say they,
Who are they? Do you ever notice when they say things like,
they are watching?
they say 50%? Who's they? Who's the they?
You're getting upset.
I am.
It could be, the authorities, the meteorologists, they are watching the Mad River near Moortown and the Otter Creek at Center Rutland for potential ice jams. But the risk is not only today, but it's tomorrow too,
Wow.
and even Saturday. So rivers are going to be cresting today, bringing elevated risk for ice jams. Okay?
Excellent.
Yeah. 1992. Were you here then? Do you remember the big flood in the ice jam in Montpelier, the big flood?
Probably.
92?
Yeah,
It's huge.
probably.
200 cars damaged. 8,000 gallons of fuel oil spilled into the floodwaters. $4 million in damage in
You're full of good news today.
1992.
You're just full of
I'm
good.
I'm just not even getting started. Not even getting started. So just, keep all this stuff in mind. Why are you bringing me a whole run of crackers?
For the same reason that you sent me
Saltines?
these Reese's eggs.
Oh my God, I forgot about the
What
Reese's eggs.
the natural? I figured if you eat one of those Reese's eggs, you're going to need a Velveeta to go with some crackers. Do you have the picture of that?
I do. I'm pulling them up here.
Yes, I have it here. And
Oh,
you
you
sent
do?
it to me with the letters, what the actual fuck?
All right, I'm going to show it right now. All right, it's on the screen right now. It's on the screen. So I went to I don't want to say, what store I was in,
Right.
Walmart.
Right.
But I saw they had all the Easter stuff out.
Right.
And it troubled me at first to see that the Reese's eggs here were $12.
Yeah.
And then I was like, don't be troubled. That's $1 an egg. So break this down. Are you really that upset about it, JD? Because it's $12.97. Oh, that's more than $1 an egg.
Yeah, well,
It's $1 and change.
Yeah.
$12.97 for this.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can. Hold on. I'm gonna. I know you're not believing me, so I'm gonna just. So and then they had a bag of. Where is it? Right here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna show it to you. Just stand by. Stand by.
Obviously not a Boy Scout.
Right
Not
there.
Prepared.
$12.97.
Mm-hmm.
There it is on your screen right
Yep.
there. And then it was like they had a bag of Reese's peanut butter eggs.
Yeah.
or not the eggs. Well, yeah, the eggs, but not the round eggs,
Right.
just the flat ones.
Right.
For $14.97,
Yep.
$15 for a small bag.
Yep. Yep. Which clearly is not the healthiest thing in the world to eat in the first place.
I know, but my
But-
God, buddy,
I know. I know.
God, I mean,
I know.
really?
Yeah.
And then you sent me, and I know you can't see because you don't have a monitor, but you sent me this picture of Putin and Trump.
Dancing?
Yeah. No, the one with Trump with the platform shoes.
Oh, yeah. Did you post that? Did you show
I'm
it?
showing it right now.
You know, did
Not
you...
that you know because you don't have a monitor.
Correct. Did you watch
Oh.
that clown do his speech to Congress?
I watched the whole thing. Yeah,
I-
finally.
Can I say honestly that I am embarrassed for our government? I'm embarrassed by that whole performance that this clown, and I say clown not lightly, did on that speech. It was the most embarrassing. And now
Well,
today,
what about 2 days before that with Zelensky?
to
Holy
follow up on that, this morning I heard in the news, my brother pointed it out, that Trump is the 240,000 Ukrainian immigrants that came to this country to escape being killed. Trump is sending them back to that country. What's wrong with this man? Has he no humanity at all? None. He throws out a senator out of the speech because he was disturbing Trump's speech.
Yeah.
And Trump's side clown behind him, the vice president, is putting on faces and smiling and doing all this stuff, which is so childish during a speech like that. Then you got the Elon jerk who was there taking all this fucking praise for the lies that were being said. I mean, it was absolutely the most embarrassing
Cluster.
that I watched on TV for an hour and 48 minutes at nighttime.
Yeah.
And the rest of the country, please
Hey,
look at Canada. They think we're a joke.
Shirley is saying, and hang on a second here. Let me just tap the brakes. First of all, I want to say to Shirley Potter, who's listening this morning, at some point, I really want to meet Shirley because she watches and listens every day.
Right.
Sounds like, it seems like just a great lady.
Mm-hmm.
She says,
Uh-oh.
and I got to tell you, and I'm not just saying this because I like the name Shirley, but she says I would have thrown him out as well. And I'm
Why, Shirley? Because he was so angry at the ignorance that was coming out of this man's mouth at the pulpit.
Here's what Shirley would say.
I mean, it was literally a line of lies after lies
I
after
know,
lies.
But here's what Shirley would say.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm not speaking for Shirley, but I am. She would say,
But I am.
and I don't even know Shirley, so here I am speaking for
Right.
her. Shirley would say, "There's a time and place.
Mm-hmm.
There's a time and place.
Yep.
You are expected to have a level of decorum,
Right.
no matter who the president is, no matter what they're saying, whether it's complete horseshit or not.
Mm-hmm.
You're expected to have a higher standard of respect.
Absolutely. I counter.
You don't go waving the gold-handled cane. G.
I counter that by saying when Trump was picking on the Democrats at this thing, the Republicans were booing and cheering and making all these inappropriate sounds. And yet when a Democrat said something or
Yeah.
was booing and cheering, the Republicans, including Trump and his sidekick, got upset. It's like if you're going to demand decorum
Understand.
from the Democratic side, that they don't stand up and interrupt the speech or they don't get upset or whatever, then the Republicans have to show the same respect to the Democrats. It has to be a balanced decorum. And when Trump points to the Democrats and says, you people ruined this, and your administration, and you're terrible people, and the Republicans are all over there cheering, and his vice president is standing up, smiling and clapping like a fucking child instead of the adult vice president that he's supposed to be, okay? The whole thing was a shit show. So don't throw one person out for interrupting when the Republicans should have been thrown out for their inappropriate behavior. It's basically, like I said, because of what I watched, I'm embarrassed for our government on both sides. I'm embarrassed
Yeah.
to say that this is my government.
Yeah.
And now Canada is retaliating and saying that they are going to fill the shoes that America was supposed to be in, and they're going to support the Ukrainians because they're worried about Europe. Okay? So we have all our allies that are looking at us like a bunch of clowns. You have all these executive orders that are being written to take away transgenders. And now he's declared only male-female is the only thing that's going to be recognized in the United States. No other thing. He says if you're a male, you're a male. If you're a female, you're a female. And everything else in between is hogwash. And then he says, and as far as woke is, woke stops today. No more woke. End of woke. Like he's the end-all, be-all of gods. And when I look at everything that came out of his mouth, I said, how embarrassing for our government. How embarrassing for our allies who don't even know if they're our allies anymore. Okay? Like France said, America has always been like our cousin. And now we're prepared to defend ourselves against them. I mean, my God, what a turmoil of crap that's going on out there. And how it affects the mental health of Americans. Because I know people right here in Barrie that are suffering from mental health over this entire drama.
Becky just wrote in a comment here, I couldn't watch it. I have too much anxiety from this circus.
Yes. Well, it's funny because I put it on and Jed was sitting next to me and I was making comments and he's like, why do you watch this? It gets you so upset. I says, and I don't do it because I want to be upset. I do it because I need to know what's happening with this country and if I need to get the fuck out.
I can, honestly, I have a couple of friends who are very similar to Jed that way. And I can relate to a little bit of that. Becky just says I couldn't watch it. Linda, what did Linda say? He's a disgrace. I couldn't watch any of it. I mean, there's plenty. I mean, Sherilyn's one of them too. Just
please, the people that voted for him.
They're
talking to the people that voted for him, and the people are having what's called buyer's remorse.
Oh, sure.
They're starting to say, why did I vote for him? And then he turns around and makes a flippant comment about Kamala Harris during the speech, which was inappropriate.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just a mean man.
He's untethered.
He wants to be a dictator.
Yeah.
And he's taking Putin's side, saying that Ukraine should let Putin keep the land that he took over because he fought for it.
All right.
You don't get to keep somebody's land because you fight for it.
Now you've got Glenn Brummert reaching for his amlodipine. I mean, look what you're doing.
Yeah. And now I got to carry a weapon in my car to protect myself. What have we become?
Yeah. I've said to you, I don't know how many times have I said to you, and Paul gave me a huge rap of shit for saying this, that, with everything that's going on, Mike, I have big concerns for our youth. I have big concerns for my little girl who's 10 years old,
Yep.
who's got her whole life in front of her.
Yep.
And, you know, it's serious now. The other night we were sitting there watching a basketball game at Lily's school, and she's out there, and all the kids,
Right.
third and fourth and fifth graders playing basketball. And I'm watching these kids. By the way, I wasn't planning on talking about this, saying this. This is
Off the cuff.
This is off the cuff.
Right.
I'm watching these kids out there playing basketball, and I'm remembering when I was a little kid and how just the only thing I was thinking about is my G.I. Joe and digging holes in the yard, climbing trees, building jumps from my bike,
Getting dirty.
just living a carefree life.
Yep.
And these kids, what they've got, what they're dealing with, tablets and social media and texting and computers and cell phones, and the list goes on. And what they've got in front of them politically in this world, what's the contentiousness of everything that's happening, not just here in America, but just all over the world.
Yeah.
Who our leaders are,
The example that they're setting.
and listen, and I'm not I'm really not pro anyone. I mean, if you've ever heard Rusty Deweese come on here with me and talk about how he feels about all of this, I can relate. I'm I just want somebody who represents our country, represents our people,
Yep.
is got their shit together.
Right.
And is respected by other countries, and we're all not always going to agree all the time, but just some. I'm not left. I'm not right. I'm kind of down the middle.
You're kind of like, can we just all get along?
Yeah, I mean, what makes sense, and I mean, and I admit sometimes I will tune in and I'll watch some YouTube highlights for entertainment.
Right.
I can't believe that he just said that.
Yep. Well, pulling
He's
out of the
rambling on and on and on. I mean, where have we ever had a president who would just sit there and ramble on, go down this road for a little while and then that road?
It's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. It's going to be the best thing you ever saw. It's the best that the world. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like, dude, stick to your script. Don't go off script and start sounding even more stupid than you literally are.
But there's so many people. I agree with you. But on the other side, there's a lot of people that say, thank God we have a president who is not literally reading word for word from a teleprompter,
Right, and
like Biden did.
And there's the ignorance of it all. You have speechwriters that are writing to give the proper numbers and information, and then he injects his own shit.
Condensed.
Yes. And then he's like, oh, we're going to do this because, I mean, it's not the best, but, it depends. And it's like, dude, get back to the topic. You're off in fucking la-la land. And he brings up one thing and goes into five others.
Kind of like the Air It Out podcast.
Yes. Except we accept both sides. Listen, when Trump came into office, I said, all right, it is what it is. The people have spoken.
Yeah.
And like Jed said, how much damage could he do? And my answer was, when you have the judicial, and all the cabinets and all the different government lines all set up on Republican side,
Yeah.
he can do a lot of fucking damage.
Shirley says, I must be a tough cookie. Does not interfere with my mental capacity. Sorry, guys, I see things much differently, but to each his own. Love you guys anyway.
That's Shirley, great. Absolutely great. And you know what? I wish I could take that same feel. But as a gay man,
Yeah.
there are so many things that we have fought for. And now sometimes we get excessive. different genres start getting over excessive. Okay, but we fought for women's rights. We fought for black people's rights. We fought for gay rights. We fought for all these things, and now we got somebody coming in saying, "I'm gonna pull it all back." And I have a problem with that. I have a sincere problem with going backwards instead of forward in progress.
There are a lot of decisions that are being made that are being dictated,
Yes, dictated.
told. This is we know best. This is how it's going to be, and this. I mean, look at what's going on with the federal employees and everything.
Oh,
Wow,
please.
this is historic.
And now you've got
What kind
a
of residual?
president-
What kind of residual effects is all of this?
A lot. And now you have a president who says, if you agree with my values, you can keep the job. Otherwise, in the federal level, if you're not on board, we're going to throw you out. It's like, oh, my God.
Yeah. Glenn says back in the day, people didn't even talk about who they voted for.
No. You just did what you did.
Yeah.
This whole thing, what it does is it brings up anxiety and anger for
Sure.
people.
Sure.
And then the people retaliate against the other people.
Mhm.
And now you've got regular, everyday Vermonters and Bostonians and regular people that when they find out, oh, you voted for this one, it becomes a fight.
Sure.
Okay. And now we, the people, are fighting amongst ourselves because of our opinions and stuff. I'm not saying my opinions are correct. I have opinions. Shirley has opinions. You have opinions. Glenn. That's fine. We're all entitled. And I respect Shirley's view. Okay. And like Shirley said, she respects what we say and she still loves it because that's how you're supposed to handle conflicts. But we have a president and a vice president and a crazy Musk man that wants to preach hate. Okay. And I don't preach hate. That's the only
Yeah.
thing.
Here's another example of what we're doing here. You and I have been friends for I don't know how long, 15 plus.
16 years now.
All right. 16?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're counting now.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Every gray hair is another year with you.
This is an example, serious. This is an example.
Yeah.
We, as friends, are two guys who do not align up in every way.
No.
We don't agree on everything
Right.
at all.
Right.
We'll have constructive conversations about it.
Educating conversations. We educate each other on
This is
our
true.
views.
And when we finish up, you may call me a name, and I may call you a name.
Right.
But it's all in good fun, and at the end of the day, we love each other.
Right.
And I tell you to fuck off and pound sand. You might tell me the same thing.
Right.
Next day, I'm calling you. Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the way it is with Rex too.
Because you need to have conversations because people, part of conversations is not just saying your view, but helping you to vent to people that you trust. So when I vent to you about something or I tell you something that's annoying me or aggravating, you may not agree, but you're giving me the opportunity to unload it.
Sure.
So I'm not carrying it, and vice versa. And I love people who have different opinions than me. I love that. I don't want everybody to have the correct opinion like I have. I want them to make mistakes and tell me their fallacies. Just kidding, people. What I'm basically saying is you're entitled, and I want to hear your opinion because sometimes other people's opinions that's different than mine sway me to make other choices. It teaches me that, you know what, there is another side to this, that it's not always just one-sided.
Right.
And that Shirley has opinions, and I think that's great because I heard you reading that, and I said to myself, this is Shirley, genuine. While he was reading what you said about you being a tough cookie, I'm thinking to myself, why am I allowing it to get to me so much?
Yeah.
And why can't I take that point of view of, you know what, I'm not going to allow it to get to me.
Many do.
Yes.
Many can do that.
So other people's opinions I value because I either learn or process it and then decide, do I want to continue in the way I'm going or
Sure.
do I want to pull back?
Sure.
So thank you, Shirley, for that opinion. Don't let it go to your head, Shirley. Don't
Shirley.
let it go to your head.
Why is Shirley not? Shirley should be sitting
She
on this
said
couch with
one
us.
thing that made sense, Shirley. I'm going to have to monitor other things you say to see if you're constantly consistent.
Thursday morning.
How'd you like that? Constantly consistent.
Yeah. You mean consistently
Constantly.
constant.
Yeah.
Thursday morning, big listener dilemma.
Yes,
Are you ready?
I am, because then I have a question for you.
Are you sitting down?
Oh, yeah, clearly I'm sitting down. What are you, fucking retarded?
My 8-year-old.
Did I say that word? I apologize genuinely. I say that word in the meaning that the word was said, not against anybody. So I apologize.
My 8-year-old daughter is putting an incredible amount of pressure on me to let her watch Squid Games.
No.
Can I finish the email here?
No, it's not something that an 8-year-old should be watching. Period.
Her classmates
Oy, meal.
her classmates apparently have watched this movie several times and are telling her she's got to see it. It is an absolute must-see.
Is it the Squid Games, the Asian version, or is it the new one?
The Asian version.
No. That promotes so much violence and so much hate and so much stupidness for money. Okay, and that's the problem is people want money so badly that they rob banks, that they rob people, that they hurt, that they do things that are unconscionable. Yeah. So this only promotes that. And any parent that lets their 8-year-old child watch it, my question to that is this, or my statement is, this is why the youth are going to be fucked up when they get older. Because they've got parents who allow them and don't monitor the best thing. Yet these parents have so many fucking opinions, but they let their child watch something as violent and horrific as that. Which, by the way, is a really fucking cool show as an adult. Okay? Because I watched it and I was hooked to it. But I would never let one of my grandchildren watch that. I would shut that off and say, hell no.
The email goes on and on. This lady explaining that she watched the movie with her husband and some similar, the way what you just said, but absolutely probably one of the furthest things appropriate for a young child to see all.
Because kids watch it and you know what they're saying? Cool.
Video games.
Yeah. They're like, cool. Look
yeah.
at that. Oh, look, all those people got shot because they're not good enough. And that's not what we want to teach our children.
And yeah, the email goes on and on about, you know, the gory graphic details of the blood spattering and so on. Yeah. I mean, this is
Squid Games 2 sucked.
That's a resounding
that's a horrible thing to that's horrible
for me. I mean, that's just my opinion. But I'm just wondering, are there any parents watching, listening, who
are brave enough to admit?
Valerie says you should watch it, JD. I have watched it. I watched the Asian version. I haven't seen the other ones.
Right. The new ones are stupid. It's just stupid shit.
Didn't they make like a? Help me out here. Didn't they make like a TV show or something about it?
That's the new ones.
Okay. I haven't seen any of that.
Yeah, that's the new ones. I mean,
saw the original.
It's less violent.
Okay.
So, but the ones that are dubbed in, the dubbed ones, number 2 sucked. But number 1 was riveting for adults because it was like, wow, this is so sick. I got to keep watching.
Okay.
But for children, no. Come on, people. Come on. Now, I have a question for you.
All right.
Did you get to pick up your medication yesterday?
I did.
How'd that go? People, sit down, people. Sit. Here it comes. JD, how was your experience?
So
Take a breath.
Here,
Take a breath.
here's
Breathe, JD.
Dave is watching this morning, and I hope he's gonna. Dave's a pretty insightful guy.
Okay.
I hope he's going to be able to shed some light here and help me out.
Okay.
Why is it that there is this level of paranoia and respect and everything else that goes with HIPAA that is so, just make sure, you don't even reference because someone could be listening.
Stand behind the line so you're not interfering with the other person's personal information.
But when you walk up to, is this just me? Maybe there's something wrong with me. Dave will tell me.
Okay.
Why is it that when you walk up to the counter at the pharmacy and there's 300 people waiting in line behind you and they say, name, and you whisper,
Right.
you give them your last name.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're picking up for 2? Yes.
Well, they turn around first and say, okay, Mr. Green, can I have your date of birth?
Yeah.
And you give it to them, and they say, let me clarify. Was that bop, 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 bop?
11/10/70.
And your phone number? Meanwhile, the guy behind is writing down all this information. Go on.
There's this lady standing behind me going, oh, my God, J.D. Green? He was born in 1970?
He takes that medication?
He's 54. Oh, my God. Okay, so you're picking up for 2 the amlodipine and the Cialis? Oh, my God, gee. What the hell?
How did that make you feel?
I'm just like, can I say really?
Sure.
Really? Oh, my God.
Yeah. Stand behind the line so he has his privacy, but I'm going to let you know what he says to me.
Yeah. It's like, my God.
I know.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have to say the name of the drug that is that necessary?
And you have Blue Cross Blue Shield,
Oh,
identification number AR36799954 and group plan 37? And then you turn around, ma'am, did you get that back there? Do you want her to repeat that?
Literally says to me yesterday. And we have the AARP, too.
Yeah,
So do you want
discount.
that to be your primary insurance or secondary? Jesus. God.
And now, just to verify, can I get your penis size, sir?
Yes. Now, do you want to do the Wegovy?
It's true, though. There's
God.
no... It's like, my God, you whisper it to them, and then they're like, I'm sorry, can you speak up?
God.
Yeah, I know. And
I'm getting a text right now. Stop complaining, order by mail.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I go through UVM mail order, and all my medicine comes in $0. I pay nothing because
Yeah.
it's delivered, and they send me 90 days. And I get a little message on my phone. I respond yes, and they send it automatically. So,
JD is fat. He's overweight. He's taking Wegovy, and he's taking Cialis, and he has blood pressure issues. He's on amlodipine, and he's 54 years old.
the secret's out.
God! Your name, please!
Hey, how's our buddy doing with the stick up his ass?
Which one? There's so many.
With the tube up his ass?
So that's Chuck.
Yeah.
So Chuck
told you I'd bring it up.
Chuck, oh yeah, Glenn says don't forget about your prostate. Yeah. I'm gonna. Can we start? We're gonna start out. We're gonna start this on a serious note.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, we'll stay serious for a minute.
Please, and I really mean that. And then we're gonna get completely inappropriate. Chuck is. Chuck's one of my best friends.
Right.
Chuck is 48 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And his birthday is tomorrow.
Okay. Happy birthday, Chuck.
As a birthday present, he's having his first colonoscopy.
Okay, serious. Sorry.
Okay. So, on a serious note, I think that he is probably making one of the top 5 most important decisions in his life to have this. And he's very hesitant, very reluctant to do this.
But yet a very important procedure.
Sure. A lot of anxiety with this. Rightly so, because
Right.
I think we've had I think we've all had friends who have had issues in this department.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, and I said to Chuck yesterday, I said, buddy, you're doing the prep today? Yeah, I can't believe it. Oh my God, this is what? Are you kidding me? I've been drinking chicken broth all day and I gotta drink this shit. Now I'm on the toilet every 5 minutes. How much more needs to come out of me? Things like this.
Right.
Okay. And
I'm trying to keep it serious here, but
I'm like, Chuck, it's very easy. What do you want me to do? Stream live on Aired Out?
yeah, that'd be cool.
I said, yeah, if you want to go live, send it, shoot the link over to me. We'll go live right to
You sitting on the bowl.
of you, getting the what did he referred to it as so eloquently too. Cleaning out the chocolate highway, or maybe it was the Hershey highway. I can't remember what he said. But listen, Chuck is having his first colonoscopy right now.
Right.
I said to him yesterday, I said, I'm going to be talking about this on the air.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn what you do. And I said,
Well, he wanted to come on with me,
he wanted to be here this
but
morning.
he couldn't because he has a tube being shoved up his ass.
It's not a tube, it's a camera.
It's a camera with a long tube.
Sure.
I've had more colonoscopies than I care to mention.
Seriously?
Yes, I get them done for medical reasons. I get them done on a yearly basis,
Okay.
and it's not, it's more anxiety of the fear of not knowing than it is the actual procedure, because they put you in this twilight that you don't even remember it afterwards.
Right.
And that's the best part. I love when they put me in the twilight. I'm like, just enough that I really feel wacky buzzed.
Sure.
I love that feeling.
Yeah.
But yesterday, when you told me poor Chuck was going through this,
Right.
I, of course, got a visual
Yes.
of yesterday being a fun-filled day of shits,
yeah.
okay? And today, he's getting it up there. Jed had his first done. He's never had one before, and he got it done this year.
How was Jets?
Piece of cake.
Can we talk about this?
Yeah, we can talk about anything we want.
All right.
So, but it was a piece of cake. No
issues.
issue. He went through the day before. He was drinking the prep, and he's like, "When is this going to start working?" And he went through most of the day without anything. And he's like, "I don't think this is working because I'm not going to the bathroom. I'm not." And he shut his mouth that night
Interesting.
because the floodgates opened and all the pipes were cleared.
Yeah.
And yeah, but it's. I think it's the fear, especially if you've never done it before.
Sure.
The fear of not knowing what is this going to feel like. I'm not comfortable having something shoved up there, and you know
Sure.
what did the results come back? Because Lee, my ex-wife,
Yeah.
dear friend of mine, died from colon rectal cancer.
Yes.
So it's important to have the screening. Okay, it's important, especially when you hit a certain age, and they've lowered the age now. It used to be up in like early 50s. Now
right.
they've lowered it because they find that the earlier we detect it, the earlier we can cure it.
Sure.
But it's the fear of
Right.
what is it like and what are the results going to be.
Sure.
I know for me, it's a huge fear. That's why we have to do it yearly for me, because I had issues in the past. But it's not that bad.
It really isn't.
And I've had endoscopies too, where it goes down the mouth,
Sure.
and that's just as scary.
Yeah.
But good for him.
Yeah. Good for him.
And I can't wait till he comes on with me so we can get the detailed blow by blow, sound by sound bite of what his experience was.
Yep. Agreed.
And we're going to find out. Did he enjoy that
Mhm.
camera up there? He may have liked it.
He-
We don't know yet.
He very much may have.
I didn't like it, people. So,
yeah,
but
yeah.
again, you're put in such a twilight. Whenever I've gone for surgery, I tell the anesthesiologist, because, when you go in for surgery, when you get into the room, they shoot you up with the stuff and they ask you to count backwards, and you're out in like 3-4 seconds.
Right.
Right? That's the way it goes. When I get there, I kind of butter up my anesthesiologist. So when I'm in the room, I say to him, can you do it really slow?
Right.
I want to slowly, I want to see the ceiling tiles start to slowly move. I want to slowly feel I don't want to just be like 5,
Do it.
4. I want to be 100 to 50 before I pass out,
Sure.
so that I can enjoy that whole trip. Because once you pass out, the next thing you know, you open your eyes and it's done. So at least give me the thrill of the ride.
I'm just getting a live picture right now of the inside of. It's coming right now of the. I'm getting a live picture of the inside of Chuck's colon.
I wish
right
I
now.
could see it.
Well, everyone's going to be able to see it here in a second. I'm just getting. Hold on. He's sending me.
He's sending it to you.
He's sending me the live scope video. It's right here. Oh my God. Oh my. Really? This can't be true.
I can't see it. I'm afraid.
It's-
I've got it on my phone now.
I don't know if I should show this.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I should show this.
This isn't really is it?
It's the real inside of his colon. Here it is. I'm going to put it on the screen right now.
Buckle up, people.
There it is.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Completely empty. There is so much space in there. It is absolutely clean as a whistle. There is nothing. Look at this. Look at that.
I can't see it yet. It's not up on mine.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Jeez. Chuck, look at that, buddy. Oh, my God.
It's so clean it twinkles.
It is
It's
just
so clean it twinkles.
spotless. Completely spotless. Wait a minute. Hang on a second.
Oh God.
The doctor is sending me a text here. Apparently there are a few findings. Let's see. Number 1 on the list, they have just discovered a Lego. What the hell's that all about?
I don't know. What's he been doing?
They've also, hold on, I'm getting
Please don't
another
tell me
text
they
here
found-
from the
Please
doc-
don't tell me they found a guinea pig.
No, not a guinea pig. Not a guinea pig. A hamster. They
A
found
hamster. There you have it.
They just found a hamster. Okay. Hamster is no longer living.
Oh my God. Thank goodness.
We have a Matchbox car that's on the list here, and
Is there a banana?
I'm not seeing a banana. Not a. Oh,
Okay.
wait a minute. No, it's not a banana. It's
A hot dog?
It's not a hot dog.
What is it?
It's orange. Oh, it's a carrot. It's a carrot.
Oh my God, Chuck, you've
How
been
the-
busy.
Yeah. How the hell did that get in there?
I don't know. What's up, Doc?
We got one last thing here on the list. No gerbils.
Thank
it was
God.
no, it wasn't a gerbil. It was Glenn, can we please get it right? It was a
It's
hamster.
a hamster, Glenn.
Not a gerbil.
Oh, Glenn.
God.
Oy,
Wouldn't be a
Smeals.
gerbil.
I don't know. He's not listening.
The final thing on the list here. Oh boy, this is really not good. His ex-wife's class ring.
Oh!
Right there, they got it. Gee, that's been missing for years.
How did it get there? I dare not question. Oh my God. So,
He's-
hey, did I tell you?
Yeah, please.
let's
And we have
let's
to talk about your sauce too.
let's leave Chuck's ass alone for a while.
Poor Chuck.
Chuck, when you come on, boy, we're gonna eat you for breakfast.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, did I tell you my experience looking at vehicles?
You told me a little bit.
Hysterical.
Please do share.
I
This,
decided
ladies and gentlemen, this is the real G right here.
I decided to get rid of my truck. I know everybody's shocked because they know me in this truck, but I decided I wanted an SUV, and Jed is going to get a great mileage truck, either a Maverick or something like that. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's what he wants to get.
I need to talk with Jed
Okay.
immediately.
And Ridgeline. It's the Ridgeline and the Maverick are the two that he's looking at.
He and I
Anyway,
are
so I
talking,
decided to get an SUV. And of course, not a small one because I like driving big things, but I wanted more comfort. I wanted room. I wanted luxury. I want all the bells and whistles that God has created for a vehicle these days.
Yes.
I wanted it all, which, by the way, now I don't know how to use half of it, but I'll learn. So I sent emails out. I did a lot of research online, a lot of different vehicles, mileage, prices, sizes, comfort. I did all of it. And I contacted 3 specific dealers.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
And I'm not going to say the 2 dealers that screwed up, but I contacted 3 dealers and I said, look, this is what I drive. I gave them VIN number, color, all the extras that I put into it, all the upgrades, everything.
Yes.
And I told them how much I wanted for my vehicle. Period. Non-negotiable. Okay?
Okay. But with me knowing you, if you, because I know you,
Yep.
if you had ever come in to me and said what you just said,
Right.
I would be like, that's how it's got to be.
Well, I was very clear. The beginning of the email was, hi, I'm looking at blah, blah, blah vehicle, VIN number, blah, blah, blah. Okay? I do not haggle. I'm not into games, and I don't want bullshit. I says, you have your prices. I have mine. This is what I expect. Can this work? Period. And then I told them the vehicle that I was looking at. I told them what my monthly payment had to be. I told them exactly what I wanted in it, and I told them exactly what I wanted for my truck. And at the end of the email, I said, if, and then I put comma, and then I capitalized, if you can meet these numbers, please let me know when I can come and test drive that vehicle.
Okay.
I was very clear. It was a very succinct email.
Sure.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And I put down, I am I am test driving my vehicles on Monday, which was this Monday that passed, and I will purchase a vehicle Monday and take it home Monday night, non-negotiable. So I let them know that I am buying on Monday, period.
Now, come on, G. Everything is negotiable.
Not with me. So I contacted these 3 dealers and I told them all this. And I said, I will make a decision Monday and I will drive home with a vehicle Monday night. So now they know that if they want this sale, it's happening Monday. Right? So the first dealer calls me up. And I said, by the way, I also put in there text or email response. Okay?
G is very specific with everything.
Monday morning, get a phone call from one of the dealers. Hey, G, got your email, blah, 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 blah. The vehicle you're looking at is beautiful. I said, dude, don't play games. Tell me what's up.
I already know it's beautiful.
So he says, why don't you come down for a test drive and we'll set it all up for you. I says, can you meet my numbers? We are definitely in the ballpark. Come on down. Then the other dealer called me, text me. Come on down, when can you blah, blah, blah. And then the third dealer emailed me and said, when can you come down for a test drive? So I go to dealer number 1, and I get there, and he says, there's the vehicle. I says, yeah, it's a nice-looking vehicle. And he says, yeah. I says, and you met my numbers. Well, we're about $150 off, but I says, thank you. I asked you either meet it or don't waste my time. Have a great day. Turned around, got my car, left.
You're a pain in the ass, G.
Okay? Because I was very clear. Went to the second dealer. I got out of the car, and he came over. Are you G? Yeah, I am. Hey, how's it going, buddy? This is the vehicle. Yep, I see it. No, it's a nice vehicle. It gets great gas mileage. I says, you got my email of my expectations. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to give you that as much for your truck as you want. We're probably about $2,000 off. I says, thank you. I was very clear not to waste my time. You're wasting my time. Have a great day. Got in the car. But, sir, we could probably get the numbers. Oh, now you can get the I'm not into haggling. Goodbye. Got in my vehicle, and I left. Got to the third dealer. Met me outside because he saw the truck pull up, and I already told him what I had and everything. Met me outside. I was like, hey, how's it going? He's like, good. He says, are you G? I says, yeah. He says, beautiful fucking truck, dude. I was like, thank you. So I says, is that the vehicle I'm test driving? That's the one over there. I says, and the numbers? He says, exactly what you asked for. It's all set up. If you like that, you can have it. I says, and the numbers that I gave you for my truck, done. And the monthly payments on it, done. And the down payment, done. I said, so let's be clear. What you're giving me for my truck, you're going to pay it off, and the difference you're going to put down on this vehicle. Done. Took it for a test drive, came in, called Jed, said, I like it. He says, do it. The guy said, listen, if Jed can't get down here today to sign the papers, you take the vehicle today, take the papers with you, and drop them off in the next day or two. I said, really? I have the vehicle without even signing? Yep, no, everything's set. You're all set. Anything else you need from us? Where was this? The Hyundai dealer. Right down the road, next to McDonald's and Burger King, across from the Chinese buffet. Treated me like a king from the second I got there. The manager came over, sat with me. We chatted about trips to Italy and all this stuff. We talked about the vehicle. He told me that for the entire time I have the vehicle, I'm covered under these warranties and that warranty and this. Didn't try to upsell me packages or any of that bullshit. Okay? But Zach, the manager, treated me like gold. Okay? Adam, who was my sales consultant, didn't haggle and negotiate bullshit with me. And then they said, well, we want to put a new battery and detail it. Can you pick it up tomorrow? Is that okay? I says, I told you I want it today. And they ran in the back room and told him, pull that fucking vehicle in and make sure it's the way he wants it. And I left with my vehicle. That is the service that I wanted.
They probably didn't say fucking vehicle, though.
No.
Yeah.
But that's the service you should get when you go down there. And Jed doesn't go into dealers. He hates them. He doesn't want to spend 4 or 5 hours sitting there doing paperwork and haggling. And I told him that. And so that I brought the paperwork home. Jed signed everything. He went through it with a fine-tooth comb, signed it. I brought it back the next day, all set. That's the way you should be. So highly recommend going down to that dealership because they don't pressure you. There was a lady there. She got tons of information, looked at different vehicles, this and that. The salesman spent a good hour answering all her questions, and she didn't buy anything. And he was totally, totally cool with that. He says, can I touch base with you in the spring? She says, yes, please do. That's the way it should be. Not, wait, before you leave. Wait. None of that shit. I hate that shit. So now the G-Man has a new vehicle.
Good for you.
It's big.
And what is it?
It is a Santa Fe. Oh God.
2025?
Santa Fe Calligraphy Edition, which is the second to top of the line, because you know I like nice. Okay. And when I said, what's the difference between the calligraphy and the top of the line? He says, oh, the top of the line costs more because, ready? The seats massage you. I says, I don't need to be massaged.
Hang on a second. They're heated or they actually move?
They actually massage you. And I was like, I can't drive and be massaged. I'll go to sleep. But the seats actually massage you. So I went with the lesser model, which is the top of the line.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's the calligraphy edition. And it's gorgeous. You saw the interior.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
It's
and it has
white.
so many bells. Please, I have to
White.
use my fingerprint so that it knows I'm the driver number one. And it sets mirrors, seats, floors, heat, everything, all to what I want. Then when Jed gets in, he puts his in, and boom, it readjusts everything just for him.
So nobody can steal this thing.
Right. Oh, yeah, nobody. And please, it even has calf rests that are on the side of the seat that when I sit there, it goes up so that I got comfort under my calf while I'm using my foot on the gas pedal. Oh, the thing is crazy.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. So
Multiple sunroofs?
2 sunroofs. Yes, one for the back. It's 3-seater.
White leather, though.
I know.
That's so you.
I have Greg from the detailing, GK Auto
There's
Detailing.
nothing he needs to detail.
No, I'm saying, but if the seats get dirty,
Right.
he's all over
He'll
it.
be ready.
He even said, bring it down. Let's get an undercoating on it, which I'm going to do because it protects the undercoating from this salt and everything. He says, and if you want, I'll give it a quick detail for you because he details better than dealers.
Yeah.
And even the dealership told me, Zach told me, listen, they got a lot of cars that got to come in, detail, go out, this
Yeah.
and that. He says, so they don't do 100% of what he knows my expectation is.
Sure.
And Greg said, bring it down. I'll give it the full over.
Greg Kelly,
Yeah.
GK Auto Detailing.
Yeah. And
Right up by the roundabout.
yes,
by
right up by the
Roland's.
roundabout in Orange.
Okay.
He's amazing. We need to get down there.
Well, that's Eastbury.
Yes. So, but this McGee's Hyundai,
Yeah.
they treat you, and they also have the Ford and they have the Jeep and Ram all down on that line.
Dave wants to know if it's a hybrid.
It is not a hybrid. I was looking at hybrids, Dave. The hybrids, believe it or not, jack your monthly payments up about $150, $200 more because there's so much in it. There's so much other stuff in it. And I was looking at it. However, I do get 30 miles to the gallon, which versus my truck that got 18 miles to the gallon. I'm okay with that difference. And my payments are less than my truck was. So they literally gave me everything that I asked for. And I'm very thrilled.
I want to talk about one of my presenting sponsors right here that aired out, Montpelier Volkswagen.
Yeah.
I stopped over there, and I'm not a big lease guy, but I stopped over there and was looking at this new Tiguan Wolfsburg edition.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm. The Tiguan's are kind of cool. My brother drives
Beautiful.
a Tiguan.
Oh,
Yeah.
he does?
Yeah, he does. He has an older one. He's actually looking to trade his vehicle in because his is all paid off. So
Yeah.
he'll get all that cash to put towards something. And I just sent Zach down at Hyundai
Yeah.
his information.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
All-wheel drive, leather, heated seats.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Mine.
Power seats, sunroof.
Holy shit! Right? I mean, oh, it's sprinkling. Wipers go on for you. You don't have to touch nothing.
Yeah,
you know?
high beam, low beam, automatic.
High beam, low beam, automatic, and I mean everything.
Here's why the power lift gate is of particular interest for me. Labrum surgery,
Right.
bad shoulders,
Right.
horrible, no cartilage in the shoulders.
Yep.
Here's how high my hands go.
Right. No,
That's
you
it.
have a deficit there, and something like that. I'm
That's
being
a
nice.
No, it's a deficit with a capital D, buddy.
I know, but
look-
vehicles like that you can either put your foot under it and it opens automatically and all that.
I can't reach up there and grab
Yeah.
the tailgate. That's as high as my right hand goes.
This is the first
Left
time.
hand is this
This
right
is the
here.
first time I've had a vehicle that opens automatically in the back, and I love it.
Yeah.
So
I love the power lift gate.
yeah.
Gotta get it. No,
It's
here's
awesome.
the deal: no money down, 0% for up to 60 months,
Yep.
$396 a month for 36 months. Love them.
Yeah.
Montpelier Volkswagen.
See, and I looked at that. That was one of the ones that I was doing research on. It just wasn't big enough for what I like.
Yeah.
You
They
know?
also have the Atlas and the Atlas Cross Sport. I've been looking at those two. I mean, it's just beautiful cars,
Yeah.
man. Just beautiful stuff. This 2025 VW ID Buzz, the bus,
Yeah.
is so cool. All electric. Trombley and I are going to be taking this thing for a test drive. I promise you, if we do, I will stream it live.
Nice.
I am going to be going over to, and they don't know this yet, but I'm going to be pulling into Montpelier Volkswagen real soon. You drive up, the gate comes open, you pull forward into this service bay that, frankly, you could eat off the floors.
Yeah.
Million times cleaner than my own house. When you drive forward, they've got $1 million computer
Yeah.
that is shooting the side of your tires and checking your alignment
Yeah.
as you're pulling
Yeah.
through. I need to get in alignment. I hit a bump. Please, folks, if you know the particular pothole that I'm talking about, there's one that's so bad. It's so bad that I've actually thought about going over there and streaming live on Barry Street in Montpelier. Was driving down Barry Street in Montpelier the other night in the rain at night. What happens, G?
You hit the pothole.
The rain is filling up the potholes.
So it looks like a regular road.
You get the glare.
Yep.
You can't see it. It was the loudest bang.
Yep.
Shit on the dashboard went flying.
Yep.
And I kid you not, are you ready for this? It shifted into neutral.
Wow.
My car went from D to N
Yeah.
on its own. That's how hard of a hit it was.
Right.
Where I'm like, oh, that's definitely a flat. I pulled over, got out with the flashlight, looking at, can't believe I didn't get a flat.
Yeah. I can't believe you didn't mess up your axle.
I've been on the highway since, so far, steering straight.
Right.
But I don't know. I could be out of alignment.
Yeah, you
And
should check- you
when I
should
get
get
the
it checked
summers, when I get the summers tires putting on, you bet your ass
Right.
I'm going to get in alignment.
Right.
And I'm going to get it at Montpelier Volkswagen
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Telling you, man.
No, I know.
Crazy stuff.
It is. And
These potholes, I say this every year, and I mean it. I genuinely mean it. I said last year, this is the worst year ever. I said the year before that, this is the worst
this
year
is
ever.
horrible this year.
I'm saying it right now.
Absolutely
this is
horrible.
the worst year ever.
You know, and I don't want to get into it. But
No, because you're going to get people like Glenn Brummert saying, come on, you live in Vermont.
no,
Get
no,
used to it.
No.
These are Vermont roads.
No, Glenn, I'm going to disagree with that if you do say that. I'm going to disagree with that because there are places that you go to in New England that have just as much snow and just as much rain and ice as we get here in Barrie. And the taxes in Barrie are high enough that these roads should not be as bad. What do? They put these fills in them, and as soon as a plow goes by, the fill is gone. Okay? Come on, the amount of money you're spending to put people out there to fill these frickin' holes. Okay? And now that I don't have a truck with those big tires that I used to have and stuff, now I have to be more attentive.
What have you seen the filming that they've done from Stones down
Yes.
into Barrie?
What is that?
It's all kicking up already.
Yeah, it's all kicking up. I mean, stop wasting our taxpayer money on bullshit fills and just bite the bullet and get it done. Because these roads are horrible. And are they going to pay when my axle breaks?
Yeah.
Because I hit it? Because you know damn well, Barry, that I will sue if I hit one of those deep potholes and my car gets ruined. I will show up at City Hall with the paperwork saying, pay this.
I remember very well driving in a cab that wasn't really an official cab. Long story, I'll share it with you someday. In Jamaica.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it was some guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Enrico, I can't remember his name. It was his private car.
Right.
I was throwing him some cash.
Right.
And the roads in Jamaica, third world country.
Yeah.
Horrific.
Yep.
Not as bad as Vermont.
I know.
Gee.
I know.
Not as bad.
There are off-roads in Puerto Rico that are so fucking scary that you're like, how could you drive and still not as bad? Here, it's like driving, trying to avoid landmines everywhere.
You're going to get into a head-on collision.
We went to Florida, and when we came back, we were driving home, and I said to Jed, oh, my God, we must be back in Vermont because the roads suck.
Well, why don't you just move to Florida then, Gee? Why are you complaining? There's a new trend in...
I have an answer for you, but...
No, go ahead.
My answer is my husband and I...
just might.
I just might. But my answer is my husband and I are polar opposites when it comes to weather. And he runs hot. Okay? So in 40-degree weather, he's in shorts and he's still warm. Me, I run cold. So when it's 75 degrees, I'm like, is it going to warm up yet? So going to Florida this time of year was ideal because it's not too hot and it wasn't too cold. So Jed enjoyed the climate and I did.
Yeah.
When the summertime comes, it gets hot and sticky. I
Yeah.
mean, super sticky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay? And Jed can't do that because he'll literally pass out.
Sure.
Where me, in Vermont, this cold weather,
Right.
I can't go outside because of my asthma, so I have to wrap my face and everything else. So moving to Florida isn't an option because he can't live there all 12 months. He
Okay.
would literally, like, die of heat.
But there's more temperate areas.
Oh, my God, there's plenty between here and Florida and going towards the West Coast more. There's a lot of things. And he and I have had conversations about it.
Sure.
Because I can't Vermont in the winter very much longer. Okay? I cannot Vermont winters.
Yeah.
And he knows that.
I hear you.
Okay? But he can't Vegas summers.
Yeah.
you
Understand.
know?
Understand.
So we have to find a happy medium.
Okay.
So that's why we don't move down there. Otherwise, I would have just stayed there.
Glenn just wrote, Barry's roads hurt my teeth.
Yes. Good one, Glenn.
Seriously, the other day, I hurt the back of my head because my head went forward
Yeah.
and then back.
Yeah, whiplash.
Right into I hit the back of my head
Oh.
into my headrest.
Right. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Milan Fashion Week is going on right now, and I figured, as
I would kill to be there.
as a gay man, I knew that you would say that.
See, you stereotype the gay community. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? Yes, I would kill to be in Paris or Milan during the fashion
Okay.
shows. I lived for going into Manhattan to the fashion district all the time. I loved it.
I would love
and
to
I
go.
have
I would love to go and just
I have
see.
fashion stuff at home that I can't wear in Vermont because people would look at me like, what are you, fucking weird? Okay, but I have really expensive jewelry and expensive clothes and stuff that when I go to Manhattan to a show or whatever with Jed, that's when I get to pull out my really nice, stylish stuff. Because in Vermont, I mean, I wore leather pants once with this really cool shirt to a bar, and everybody looked at me like I was on crack.
There is apparently a new trend that is being revealed at the Milan Fashion Week.
Ooh.
And
Do tell.
I swear to you, please Google this. If you
Okay.
don't believe me, Google this, because
Okay.
I'm not making this up.
Right.
This new trend is plumber's crack.
Oh, my God.
Low-cut jeans with a hint of plumber's crack showing for both men and women.
Yeah, that's a fashion I will never wrap my head around
I understand that
or put my ass in.
I understand that things are very different, but if plumber's crack is becoming a popular trend, we need to really start rethinking a few things here, bud.
You think?
You think?
You think?
And it was apparently having a little moment on the runway.
Yeah, that's
And
just gross.
almost immediately, people went online and said that they are praying that this hot new trend
dies quick.
dies quick.
Dies quick. Yeah.
Yes.
Don't forget that stuff back there.
Oh yes. Can we do that now?
You
wanna
can
talk-
do anything you want.
All right.
I sent you the pictures. Do you have them?
I do.
Because
course
then
I
you can
do.
just show them.
Yeah, I do right here. Why don't you tell?
Well, I brought down 4 different sauces that I make.
I love how you say sauces. Can you just say
sauces? I'm from New York.
that? Say it again. Sauces.
Sauces. I brought down 4 different sauces. There's 3 jars of each. I have tons of it at home, but 3 jars each here that I'm going to leave here. One is my herb sauce with the impossible meat in it,
Okay.
which means that there's no meat in it. It's the impossible meat, which tastes absolutely amazing.
I am pro meat.
I know
Okay.
you are.
You know that I'm a
I know.
carnivore.
I know.
And I'm telling everyone that I have had this, and it was fantastic.
You never know it wasn't meat.
I loved it. Sharon Lynn loved it. Lily loved it. We made a pasta bake with it.
Nice.
It is incredible.
Thank you. And then I have
Testimony.
And then I brought down my all herb sauce. It's all fresh herbs. The herbs came to me fresh from the market, and they went right into the pot. Okay?
That's amazing.
No meat, no nothing.
You're
just-
Italian.
I'm Italian.
You know what you're doing.
Yes. And it fresh garlic, fresh herbs, just an herb sauce. Really, really, really good for people who don't eat meat. Then I have my herb and sausage sauce,
Okay.
which is ground sausage in it. And the sausage I got right here from AR Market because they have amazing sausages there. So that one is the sauce with herb and sausage. And then I bought the regular hamburger or chopped meat
Yes.
in the sauce with herbs. So there's 4. There's 2 that are meatless because it's the impossible meat
Yeah.
and the herb sauce. And there's 2, one that has sausage and one that has regular chopped beef in it.
Okay.
So I brought those down here. And I also brought my spicy pickles because they have been in there now for a couple of months. The longer they sit, the nicer flavor, but they are ready now. So I brought down 3 jars of that. And anybody is welcome to them. I enjoy a donation of between $3.50 and $4 a jar. If anybody wants, they
That's a
can-
50-cent swing there, Bob.
I know. Well, you can donate more. It's a donation. So,
Okay.
but they're going to be here, and anybody can contact me or you. They can come pick it up, and I have plenty at home also.
Wow.
Yeah, I get neighbors that say, "Hey, I'm making a sauce. I'm making pasta tonight. Do you have one of those Impossible ones?" I said, "Yeah," and I give it to them, and they give me a donation, and they make dinner.
Okay.
So they're going to be here. I think we're going to put them on display in the window in
All
the
right.
next couple of days so that people can walk by and see them. And,
I'd like to put them in display in the window right now.
Yeah, whenever. But I'm just saying,
All right.
they're here because you asked me to bring them, so I brought them.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah. Did you put the pictures up?
I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So then they know what it looks
Yeah,
like.
people are. Yeah, I just had them up a second ago.
Good.
So this is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love cooking. I mean,
I know
love
you do.
cooking. You know, during the holidays, I always do my cheesecakes.
So I've had one of the cheesecake
Cupcakes.
cupcakes.
Yeah, because I make regular cheesecake in like 5 different flavors, and then
Yeah.
I also make the cupcake cheesecakes.
You-
and they're all New York cheesecakes with a
Yes.
secret recipe in it.
You made a whole bunch of those
Yes.
when we had a big open house
Yes.
here.
Yes.
I'm just saying my birthday's in November.
Yep.
Okay, you got a lot of time between now and
Cheesecake
then.
birthday cake.
Okay, I would love one. I'd
I
love
can
my
do that.
whole just one whole cheesecake.
Yeah, it's fine.
you
Yeah,
can-
I usually sell those in like from November into January because people order them, the cupcakes, for the New Year when they have New Year's Eve parties.
Right.
And so I do, strawberries in them, or I'll do a chocolate mousse, or I do chocolate chip, or I do peppermint. It's all different depending on the event. And I've always done that. This year I didn't really advertise it.
Yes.
But I'll probably do it again next year. And I also make them whenever somebody wants one. And this is the real, I've gone to the Cheesecake Factory. I've gone to New York and eaten some of their New York cheesecakes that are all generic or whatever. These are the real deal. Creamy.
Really good stuff.
Like a thin slice is filling.
Yeah.
And they're great with coffee in the morning. Cheesecake and coffee in
my
the morning.
God.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff.
We have a stupid criminal here on Thursday morning that these two guys, true story here, and you can Google this one too. Two guys just got busted. Again, true story. They tried to use a cannon to launch some drugs into a prison. And they were successful in getting the packages of drugs over the fence.
Right.
But they,
But they ended up over the fence.
when you're out there with a fucking bazooka loaded up with cocaine, saying, "All right, spray that hairspray in there. I think we're going to be able to make it."
And now they're in there.
But
So now they're in with their drugs.
unbelievable!
Fucking idiots.
I can't believe it. That stuff like this, yeah. I'm just seeing this in the news. The other thing I wanted to tell you before we head out is about this woman in San Bernardino used bolt cutters to break into an animal shelter and set 24 dogs free.
Oh, my God. To what? Just roam the streets?
Yes.
Well, that's stupid. That's stupid. Now these dogs are going to be out there looking for food and stuff. At least in the shelter, they were getting care.
Hello. There's security footage of her leaving while a bunch of dogs are following her out.
My God.
3:30 in the morning.
Here's your sign. When you got nothing to do and you have insomnia, set dogs free.
Oh my God! Apparently they caught her. The police caught her.
Does she have a collar?
Arrested. Well, she might have one on her ankle. They arrested her on an outstanding warrant, and I guess the shelter managed to round up all of the dogs.
Oh, good.
But one.
Good.
And he's out having a blast. He's probably out there getting laid right now, somewhere, tearing through the neighborhood.
Looking for some heat, baby.
digging holes in people's backyards.
Don't forget.
Eating their trash, having fun.
Yeah. Don't forget, I'm going to bring a friend in soon.
Yeah. What's the?
Nope, we're not talking about it yet. We're just letting people know that soon I will be not alone.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I want to know where that dog is and what it's doing and how many children it is spawning everywhere. New breeds coming out because of one dog screwing all different dogs.
Now, when you say who let the dogs out, you
She
can
did.
say some lady in San Bernardino.
Yes, who couldn't sleep in the middle of the night.
Thank you.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Love you, G.
Love you too.